Channel 7 Sports presents another edition of girls basketball as the Forest City Lady Foresters host the Montrose Lady Meteors. Brought to you by Adams Cable Service and by the following Carbondale sponsors. By your local Napa Auto Parts store, Tonkin Auto Supply, Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center, Main Street Sunoco, Biglamini Drugstore, locally owned and trusted since 1929. Tom's Floor Shop, your first step to a beautiful home. Main Street Childs. Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Homes with locations at 74 North Main Street and 2 Hospital Street. Nick's Excavating and Construction. Your starting lineups are presented by Roselle Department Store, Carbondale. It's time for the tip-off of girls basketball between the Forest City Lady Foresters and the Montrose Lady Meteors. Courtside with the call of today's game, here's Glenn Muskowski and Steve Young. Guys.
Welcome to the Julius Przewski Gym here at Forest City High School, and it's time for Lackawanna League Division IV Girls High School Basketball and a battle of the unbeatens as the Montrose Lady Meteors will take on the Forest City Lady Foresters. Alongside Glenn Muskowski and Nick Homick from Frankie Carl Productions, I'm Steve Young, and what a great matchup we have for you here tonight at the Julius Przewski Gym as Montrose will bring an overall record of 10 wins and 2 losses into today's ball game. In Division 4 here in the first half, they're undefeated with a perfect 4-0 mark, while the Lady Foresters of Forest City 6-6 overall, and they are also at 4 wins and no losses here in the first half. For the Lady Foresters, they have won their last 5 ball games, and Montrose is on a 9-game winning streak. So, Glenn, there's a lot on the line here today at Forest City High School.
Well, Steve, you look at both these teams, and they're pretty good ball clubs. Both 4-0 in their division, and very, very impressive win for the Lady Foresters the last time we had them on the air against Carbondale. Not that they played a great offensive game, but they shot 20 for 22 from the free throw line in the second half. And that, in a game like this, of this magnitude, is very big. I don't know much about Montrose. I haven't seen them in a while, but they're always very good, and they're very physical.
And Glenn, in that game between the Lady Foresters and the Chargerettes, the Lady Foresters did not shoot that well from the floor. It was the free throw shooting that won that ball game for them.
And it was very, very impressive. And I'm sure Coach Natalie Winters had to be thrilled to a point. But, when they only score 3 field goals in the second half and win the game, that says something about their intestinal fortitude and their ability to go to that line and knock them down when they have to. So this should be a jam-packed with a lot of intensity, and this should be a great one.
And for Montrose, they are coming off of a home victory against Mountain View, 58-32 in their last ball game, while the Lady Foresters won on the road at Blue Ridge by the score of 50-22. And in the junior varsity contest that concluded moments ago, the Lady Foresters defeated Montrose by the score of 31-18. So the stage is set here at the Julius Przewski Gym in this Lackawanna League Division IV Girls High School Basketball Showdown. Coming up, Montrose and Forest City here on Adams Cable High School Basketball. Everyone is looking for ways to save money today. The Total Home Packages from Adams Cable Service are a great way to do just that. Starting at $69.99 per month, you can get cable, high-speed internet, and unlimited phone service. You're probably paying that much just for one service right now. Call Adams Cable Service today and ask about the Total Home Packages. Cable, internet, and phone starting at only $69.99 per month. Adams Cable Service has a package to meet your needs, and it's the smartest way to save money. Call Adams today. Looking for great prices and special offers on top quality parts and accessories? You'll find them at Napa Auto Parts. Visit Tonkin Auto Supply in Carbondale for great savings while supplies last. Only at Napa. Stop in and see Glenn, Garth, and the staff at Tonkin Auto Supply in Carbondale, your know-how folks.
Napa know-how. Napa know-how. Napa know-how. Napa know-how.
Now, more high school basketball courtside with Glenn and Steve here on Channel 7.
Here at the Julius Przelsky Gym, it is Lackawanna League Division IV Girls High School Basketball, a first-half showdown featuring the Lady Meteors of Montrose and the Forest City Lady Foresters. Well, the Lady Foresters, they lost their first three ball games against Lakeland, North Pocono, and Riverside. They got on the winning track against Myers, winning that ball game 60-55. And then they lost their next three against West Scranton, Honesdale, and Western Wayne. But since that time, they have won their last five, with wins over Elk Lake, Carbondale, Lackawanna Trails, Susquehanna, and Blue Ridge, while the Montrose Lady Meteors opened up with a loss to Abington Heights 44-24. They won their next game over Honesdale 52-47. Then they were defeated by North Pocono 44-28. But then they've been on a 9-game tear, Glenn, defeating Wyalusing, Valley View, Elk Lake, Susquehanna, Holy Cross, Susquehanna once again, Elk Lake in another rematch, Blue Ridge, and of course, Mountain View. So we'll see how things play out here tonight. And anytime these two teams get together, and they have gotten together for first-half titles, second-half titles, all-season championships. This is a great rivalry between Montrose and Forest City.
It is, and you could feel it in the gym tonight, Steve. It's not a big gym, but it's starting to fill up nicely for the game, and you could feel it. And the Forest City school has their band; they're ready to go.
And the cheering section in the pit across the way.
Oh yeah, they have a lot of spirit up here, and they support their teams, both girls and boys, tremendously up here in the Julius Przelsky Gymnasium. But again, getting back to this game, I think Forest City is going to have to pick up their in the defensive end a little bit more than they did the last couple. The last game I saw them was when they played Carbondale. So they had to play a little bit better defense, and they're going to have to take the ball to the basket a little bit. Now, you can't do any better than what they did from the foul line that first game. So that was an outstanding. That was just an outstanding display of foul shooting. And Montrose, again, if they're anything like they have been in the past, they'll be very physical, and Forest City's going to have to play that kind of game.
In the Lady Foresters' win over Blue Ridge, Cassandra Bendick had 18 points and Carly Erdman had 10. In the Lady Meteors' victory over Mountain View, it was Myra Lattimore scoring 17 and Megan Gilhool had 16. So both of these squads have players that can score, and it's going to be a very interesting matchup between these two teams. When you take a look at Montrose, offensively, they are averaging 48 points a ball game, very, very stingy defensively, giving up only 38 points, while the Lady Foresters are scoring 44 a game while giving up 42. So as both teams continue to warm up for the start of today's ball game, we'll go to a break, and when we return, we will have a look at your starting lineups for today's ball game between Montrose and Forest City when we return here on Adams Cable High School Basketball.
When your car does this, call us first.
Every job is perfect, or it doesn't leave the shop. That's the motto at Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center in Carbondale. In an accident, remember, it is your car and your choice to choose your repair center. Call Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center in Carbondale, well known for integrity, safety, and craftsmanship. For more information concerning your rights and the 10 things you need to know before having your car repaired, go to their website, bestonsautobody.com. Good luck to all area teams from Tony, Mike, Jeff, and the staff at Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center, Gordon Avenue, Carbondale. You're ready for the big game, but how about your car? As you travel through downtown Carbondale, look for the classic yellow, blue, and red Sunoco sign. Drive in and fill up with the fuel of choice from Main Street Sunoco and get the finest performance from your car. At Main Street Sunoco in Carbondale, prompt, courteous service is always assured. Congratulations to our local athletes and coaches for their hard work and dedication from the staff and management of Main Street Sunoco in Carbondale.
Now back to the gym for more Adams Cable High School basketball.
Alongside Glenn Muskowski and Nick Homick from Frankie Carl Productions Working Camera tonight, It is Lackawanna League Division IV girls basketball first half matchup, the showdown between the Lady Meteors of Montrose and the Forest City Lady Foresters. Montrose is coached by Al Smith in his 6th year at the helm. And for the Lady Foresters, of course, Natalie Winters in her 1st year. Of course, the all-time leading scorer at Carbondale Area High School in girls basketball. And, of course, Carly Erdman, we'd like to touch on this in the pregame show. She scored her 1,000th career point in that game against the West Scranton Lady Invaders. So she reached a milestone in that ball game. And now it is time for a look at your starting lineups for today's ball game, brought to you by Roselle Department Store in Carbondale, where the annual winter clearance sale is now underway with savings up to 40% on all remaining winter apparel. Remember, Roselle offers an extensive supply of school uniforms for Lakeland, Carbondale area, LaSalle Academy, Holy Cross, Forest City, and Valley View. Attending a formal affair? Roselle Department Store has the hottest fashion ideas by Sarno & Son with a perfect fit every time. And Roselle in Carbondale now offers fast, reliable laundry and dry cleaning services. You can always depend on Roselle Department Store for unsurpassed quality, style, and value. Sam and the staff at Roselle Department Store are proud to present your starting lineups for today's game between Montrose and Forest City. For the visiting Lady Meteors of Montrose, at guard, it is the 5'7" junior Megan Gilhool. She's averaging 14 a ball game. Also at guard, a 5'7" senior Nikki Lewis, averaging 4. At guard, the 5'8" senior Myra Lattimore, putting up 13 points a ball game. That is through all 12 games this season. At forward, a 5'10" junior Fallon Gurn. She is averaging just about 5 a ball game. And Morgan Groover will line up at forward, a 5'10" junior. She is averaging 7 points a ball game. And your starting 5 for the Lady Foresters. At guard, the 5'1" senior Michaela Martins, averaging a little over 2 points a ball game. Also at guard, the 5'5" junior Madison McGraw, averaging 7. Carly Erdman, the 5'8" senior guard, is averaging 14 points a ball game for the Lady Foresters. Caitlin Zimbrisky is at forward, a 5'7" junior, averaging 4. And Cassandra Bendick is at forward for the Lady Foresters. She is a 5'10" senior, having a great season, averaging almost 15 points a ball game through all 12 games this season for the Lady Foresters. And those are your starting lineups presented today by the Roselle Department Store in Carbondale. So we're ready to rock and roll here at the Julius Przelski Gym at Forest City High School. Glad to have you with us here on Adams Cable High School Basketball. So Glenn, this should be a dandy. You talk about two teams that battle for the Lackawanna League Division IV girls title every year. It usually comes down to these two teams, and here we are in the first half with 4-0 marks on the line here tonight.
Well, obviously, whoever wins this game, Steve, is going to have the upper hand for the first half of the season. So it's going to be a beauty. So the excitement is in the air. So we're ready to go.
And now to Honor America, our national anthem. Here we go with high school basketball, Montrose and Forest City at the Julius Przelski Gym. And every time I walk into the gym, Glenn, that's who I think of. Julius Brzezowski, who retired back in 1993. Wasn't that the year that a local team won a state title?
Oh, yeah, somebody
locally won a state title.
Some down the road a little ways.
Yeah, a couple of miles down the road.
Yeah, I tell you what, he's a classic. Always was. Every time you catch him, he's still raring to go, and you catch him down doing a little pony work once in a while now. So he likes the pony. So what the heck? Why not?
Well, it is Cassandra Bendick at the center court circle for the Lady Foresters. And for the Montrose Lady Meteors, it is Nikki Lewis. And the ball will be tipped around, and Montrose will control the opening tip, and they will shoot at the basket to our left. And Megan Gilhool, the 5'7" junior playmaker, averaging 14 a ball game, will go to work with Montrose in the half-court set. And off the drive, shot goes up, and it won't fall for Lewis, and the putback is up and good by Morgan Groover. Yep. And the Lady Meteors draw first blood, and they take a 2-0 advantage.
That's an offensive rebound. That's the Forest City's got us box out a little bit better than that.
And Bendick will give it up, and this is Erdman from the outside, and the shot rims out, and Groover rebounds with authority. And coming the other way, Gilhool with the long down court pass. And Myra Lattimore, 5'8" senior, will work the basketball.
Well, Forest City's in their man-to-man defense, looking to put some pressure on the ball.
Well, the cheering section in the pit in rare form tonight, and Nikki Lewis with the basketball, called for traveling. And Montrose turns it over, leading 2-0.
Well, you can't get underneath there and stop. Either you're going to go up with it or get it back out. But that's, you're in there with the trees. You can't stop there.
And now the Lady Foresters will work their offense with Madison McGraw giving it up to Bendick. And Cassandra Bendick on the left wing. She's working on the perimeter to Erdman. And here's Erdman off the drive, cut off by the defense of Montrose. They're very stingy, as we talked about in the pregame, only giving up 38 a ball game.
And I can see why. They play a very fundamentally sound man-to-man.
Bendick went up with the shot and had it rejected. Groover takes it away, gives it to Gilhool. And Megan Gilhool will run the offense with Montrose up 2-0. And off the drive, Gilhool misses. They'll kick it back outside. And from the left wing, that was good by Myra Lattimore. And Montrose is out to a 4-0 lead. Now McGraw at center court. And the Lady Foresters trying to get their offense going here in this first quarter of play. This is Zimbrisky putting up the shot, had it knocked away. Jump ball. And the Lady Foresters will keep it.
They're gonna have to do some pump faking in there. Montrose has got some size underneath there, and the Forest is gonna struggle a little bit to get those shots off.
And it is Erdman inbounding the basketball. And Michaela Martins will take control. Now McGraw will work the basketball with the right-hand dribble as the Lady Foresters trail 4-0. And there's a ball knocked away. I think the Lady Foresters may keep this. Ooh.
Oh, missed that one.
Man, may have caught a break, Glenn.
Yeah, I think so. Looks like it went off the dribbler's leg.
Erdman on the inbound. Going up with the shot was Bendick, and she's fouled. Cassandra Bendick at 5'10" took that inbound pass, went strong to the hoop, and draws the foul against Morgan Groover. That's her first and the team's first.
90% of the time you try to block from the behind, it's going to be called a foul.
It just doesn't happen. As Bendick is perfect on the free throw. Cassandra Bendick is like money in the bank, 75% from the line.
7 for 8 in the game against Carbondale in the second half alone.
And she hits 2. And as a team, the Lady Foresters are shooting 71% from the charity stripe.
That's great shooting for high school.
4-2, Montrose leading it with 5:19 to play, first quarter. And Megan Gilhool with a left-hand dribble off the drive, just kind of fires it up. Ball goes out of bounds, and the Lady Foresters have it.
She was a little bit out of control that time. She made a nice move, nothing there. But she jumped in the air. She was forced to throw the ball up at the basket. You can't leave your feet before you know where you really want to go with it.
And it's Madison McGraw working against Gilhool. She'll give it up. And underneath they go to Erdman. Missed it. And Fallon Gurn, 5'10 junior, comes up with a big rebound. Montrose leading it 4-2. 4:49 remaining first quarter. Here at the Julius Brzezelski Gym, Nikki Lewis off the drive with a left hand. No offensive foul.
And she must. Offensive foul. Yep. Now look.
First personal on Nikki Lewis and the second team foul. And now Montrose Glen will apply pressure.
Okay.
But they get the ball into the hands of Erdman, and that's who you want to bring the ball across midcourt.
They're overplaying the inbounds pass, and once they get the ball in, they're backing up and setting set into their man-to-man defense.
Erdman tries to drive through two defenders.
No, that wasn't going to happen.
And hit the deck on the fast break. Here's a left hand by Fallon Gurn, and the putback by Groover, and a foul under the basket. Cassandra Bendick called for her first personal, first team foul. Morgan Groover on the stripe, shooting at 58% this season. And makes it a 5-2 lead for Montrose.
Morgan Groover's she's an enforcer inside there. She's around the basket all the time, rebounding both ends.
And that second shot wouldn't fall, and Caitlin Zimbriski comes up with a huge rebound for the Lady Foresters, who trail by 3, 5-2, as we near 4 minutes left in the first period. On the top of the key, Martins to Bendick. She'll fire up the shot, bouncing around, didn't get the roll. Battle for the ball, and traveling violation is called on Montrose. Well, Myra Lattimore had the basketball, and, evidently she moved a little bit there on the floor and was called for the traveling violation.
I didn't see that. I thought she put the ball on the floor when she hit the deck on her knees. She looked like she dribbled it.
McGraw on the inbound, and the outside shot misses by the Lady Foresters, and Gurn rebounds for Montrose. And here come the Lady Meteors, leading 5-2 with 3:50 remaining in the first. And it's Megan Gilhool. Nikki Lewis from downtown, short on the three. And the ball is rebounded by Carly Erdman, but ball was knocked away, and now...
No, I think she carried the ball. Just got
called for traveling.
She lost it.
I know one thing. Al Smith is very tall.
Yep, and he's in our way.
Yeah, when he stands there, he takes up a lot of real estate. Big, tall guy, broad shoulders. So Megan Gilhool with a left hand will bounce pass, and the ball rolls out the exit.
Right through Morgan Groover's hands.
So our vantage point for this ball game, as it is every game when we come here, if you're looking at your television screen, we're in the bottom right-hand corner. We're to the right of the basket in the corner, so we get a long view of the gymnasium as Madison McGraw and company will set it up for the Lady Foresters. McGraw will give it up, and Erdman takes a three. Misses. And Montrose has it. In transition now, Lattimore will work it out to Gilhool. Gilhool crossover dribble, kicks it in the corner. And this is a three by Myra Lattimore. Let's check that, a two-pointer, I believe, 7-2.
Nope, only two.
Evidently, she was just inside the line. Right now, Montrose really giving the Lady Foresters fits as Lattimore will work the basketball and dishes off. Here's Groover, spin move for two. 9-2 Montrose, and Natalie Winters wants a timeout with 2:32 to play. Montrose up 9-2 here on Adams Cable High School Basketball. Here's great news from Figlamini Drugstore in Carbondale that can save you money and make shopping for your prescriptions more convenient. Figlamini now has an $8.95 generic drug plan and free local delivery. Figlamini offers diabetic shoes, lift chairs, and home health supplies. That's what sets Figlamini apart from the chains. Locally owned and trusted since 1929. Stop in and see the difference for yourself at Figlamini Drugstore in Carbondale, where you're not just a number, you're family.
Now back to more action with Glenn and Steve on Adams Cable High School basketball.
2 minutes and 30 seconds remain here in the first quarter at the Julius Przowski Gym, and Montrose leads the Lady Foresters 9-2. Lady Foresters talked it over during the timeout, and they're trying to settle down a little bit as McGraw drives the baseline. She'll give it up to Erdman, and they'll get a little bit more movement in the offense as Bendick will go with a spin move and pull up with a 10-footer and score.
That's a real nice shot.
Yeah, a little bit more movement in the offense, and it paid dividends, and now the Lady Foresters trail 9-4. And Montrose will go to work with Gilhool. Well, looked inside, ball's taken away. Madison McGraw intercepts it. Lady Foresters on the run, almost called for a traveling violation. McGraw over to Erdman, posting up. Zimbrisky up with the shot, no foul called. Air ball, and Nikki Lewis had it and will flip it to Gilhool, who will bring it across midcourt. Nearing the 1 minute mark left here in the first. And Groover will give it up. Gilhool from the outside. Shot rims out. Erdman collects the carom. In transition, Lady Foresters on the run. Here is Erdman in traffic, had it taken away by Lattimore. On the fast break, it is Gilhool for two.
There, Montrose is really putting a lot of pressure on the ball handler and double teaming whenever they can. Unfortunately, he's going to have to open this floor up a little bit and get some more movement.
11-4, Montrose, your leader. Zimbrisky out in three-point land. Zimbrisky, crossover dribble, looks to give it up. Finds McGraw going back to the basket. McGraw up with the shot and is fouled. And the personal foul called on. Let's wait for the official word. Nikki Lewis, her second personal foul, team's third. And free throw by Madison McGraw is good. She is shooting at 54% from the charity stripe, and the lead is down to 6 for Montrose, 11-5. Cassandra Bendick checks out, and Anna Congdon, the 5'6 sophomore, is in the Lady Forester lineup. And Madison McGraw, the 5'5 junior, hits two. 11-6 as the Lady Foresters answer with a pair.
Oh, now they have a good stop here to try to get into the second quarter on a little bit of a momentum. If they hit a nice shot here.
Gilhool right to the basket, fires it up with the left hand and misses. Put back by Lattimore, was off the mark. Ball went out of bounds, and Montrose will have the basketball on the inbound. Here's the pass by Angela Russell. And Gilhool looking, ball was kicked. And that will force Montrose to inbound the basketball with 16 seconds on the clock. As Angela Russell, a 5'8 junior, will inbound along the right baseline. And Russell looking, gets it in. Groover puts it up, and that's a roller, and it comes out of the cylinder. Putback is up by Singer, and it won't fall. And there's a foul under the basket with 6 seconds on the clock here in the first quarter. Anna Congdon called for the personal foul, and Megan Gilhool on the stripe, shooting at 61% this year from the free throw line, and converts to give the Lady Meteors a 6-point lead, 12-6. As a team, Montrose is shooting at 59% from the stripe. And Gilhool misses the second shot. Zimbrisky with 5 on the clock. Forest City has to move quickly. Erdman will launch the long shot, and it's good.
A little momentum builder at the end of the quarter. Wow, great shot by Carly Erdman.
And the lead is down to 3 for Montrose at the end of 1 quarter of play here on Adams Cable High School Basketball.
More than anything else, beautiful carpeting installed by Tom's Floor Shop in Childs will make your house a home. Pay a visit to Tom's Floor Shop and experience the feel of deep, rich luxury, the drama of radiant color, and the timeless beauty, the comfort, and durability of carpeting from Tom's Floor Shop in Childs. Tom's Floor Shop offers a large selection of linoleum, ceramic tile, exotic hardwood floors, and window treatments with attractive patterns and a truly amazing array of colors on display in their showroom. At Tom's Floor Shop, there is no sacrifice of style, quality, or performance. All roads lead to where great floors begin. Tom's Floor Shop, Main Street in Childs.
Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Homes, located at 74 North Main Street and 2 Hospital Street, Carbondale, offer all types of funeral services. In your time of need, call 282-1219 for the ultimate in professional service. From Lawrence A. Gabriel Jr., family, and staff, good luck this season to our local athletes and teams. Oh, what a way to finish the first quarter of play on the 3-point bomb from Carly Erdman, and the Lady Foresters are now down by 3, 12-9 as we get set for the second quarter.
Just checking over my statistics here. Certainly, Steve, they're unofficial. Montrose out-rebounded Forest City 12-5 in that quarter, and that's where they're getting hurt right now.
And Gilhool on a drive to the basket gives it up to Groover, and she scores. Give Gilhool the assist and Groover the basket, and Montrose continues to score, and they lead now 14-9. Montrose doing a good job moving the ball and getting it into Morgan Groover, and the shot by the Lady Foresters is off the mark, and here come the Lady Meteors as Megan Gilhool will run the offense. And she goes to the basket and misses with a left hand, and Bendick rebounds for the Lady Foresters. Bendick wanted to go coast to coast in traffic. That's a jump ball.
Steve, Forest City has to stop Megan Gilhool from penetrating like she is, because it's opening up too many things. She's dumping the ball off. She's finding Morgan Groover underneath, and they've got to just stop her from penetrating.
And this will be Erdman off the drive. And Carly Erdman scores to make it a 14-11 ball game. Montrose clinging to the lead right now, as Gilhool will shout out the play to the Lady Meteor offense. Lattimore drives the baseline. The runner won't fall, and the ball is rebounded by, well, it was rebounded by Erdman. Touched last by the Lady Meteors, and Forest City will have the basketball and bring it the length of the court.
All right, just come down, set your offense up. I liked the little bit of stuff that they were running before. They were running the baseline offense and coming out, get the ball. There it is underneath.
There's the pass to Erdman. She'll turn around with the jump shot and misses. And the ball is rebounded by Groover. Outlet pass to Gilhool on the break. Gilhool with a left hand. Has it roll off the iron. No good. Zimbrisky rebounds. And the fast break is on for the Lady Foresters. Here's Bendick to the basket. No good. Partially blocked. And Montrose now with Megan Gilhool will slow things down, as Montrose is leading by 3, 14-11. And Gilhool will direct some traffic. She'll give it to Groover. Groover just hands it off.
That's got to be a walk.
And Singer took the handoff and was called for traveling.
Well, she did more than travel. She did a heck of a dance there. That was that Michael Jordan NBA one step that covers 15 feet.
15 feet, yeah. 5:35 left in the first half, and this is McGraw with a jump shot from the right wing. And the Lady Foresters are now down by 1, 14-13. Now the officials will get together. Could have a...
Is that a warning? Well, about maybe tapping the ball? I don't know what that is.
Well, it got awfully quiet here in the gym.
Nobody knows what it was. Nobody knows the call. I would assume maybe I turned my head for a second. Did one of the Forest City girls knock it away? Did they would delay a game or something? Could have been. I don't know. Check the tape on that one.
Let's go to the video replay. And this is an outside shot by Lattimore. And she misfires. They'll keep it alive, keep it going, and battle underneath for it. That was a great effort by Lattimore on the left side. She'll kick it back outside, and off the drive, this is Singer with a shot. She misses. Boy, they're really battling under the basket as Cassandra Bendick got tangled up under the hoop. Fallon Gurn will check in, and Courtney Singer checks out of the Montrose lineup. Montrose by 1, 14-13 with 4:57 left in the first half. And it will be Montrose inbounding the basketball. Pass goes to Nikki Lewis. And Lattimore will put it on the floor with a left hand. And Lattimore way out in three-point land.
Just getting settled in now. Just get their offense set and run their. Again, Gilhull's trying to penetrate again. Just open up some passing lanes.
And in a lot of traffic, Nikki Lewis called for traveling.
Well, that was
Lady
trying
Foresters with some good defense.
Yeah,
there.
just trying to do too much in a crowd. That's all that was.
Montrose up by 1, 14-13 as we near 4 minutes to play in the first half here at the Julius Brzezowski Gym, and a double dribble is called on Madison McGraw. And the Lady Foresters turn it over. And
30-second timeout, Montrose.
Montrose calls a 30-second timeout, and we'll keep it right here. And thank all of our fine sponsors for supporting this broadcast. Adams Cable Service, your local Napa Auto Parts store, Tonkin Auto Supply in Carbondale, Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center, Tony, Mike, Jeff, and the great staff at Beston's. We thank them for all of their support. Along with Main Street Sunoco. Stop by and see Larry and all the gang at Main Street Sunoco and keep your tank filled in this winter weather. Big thanks to Mike Mancuso at Figlamini Drugstore, locally owned and trusted since 1929. Tom's Floor Shop, your first step to a beautiful home, Main Street Childs. Stop in and see Tom and Ronnie for all of your flooring needs. Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Homes of Carbondale, and of course, Nick's Excavating and Construction of Carbondale. After the timeout, Montrose will go to work in its half-court set with Megan Gilhull giving it up to Lattimore on the right wing. 14-13, Montrose leading it. Loose ball, and Lattimore keeps it going, gives it to Nikki Lewis, and she will reset. Lewis looks inside. They'll work it off the left side. Gilhull scores. And that was a two-pointer. 16-13. Montrose leading it. This is McGraw giving it to Erdman. Erdman to Bendick, posting up off the turnaround, short. And Erdman.
If she would take that ball instead
away.
of go, she went left 3 times now. If she takes that ball, fake, shows over her right shoulder, but turns the other way, she could use the bank board and have an easier shot. She's showing the ball and giving the ball right to the defender there, Steve. She's got to come back the other way.
Well, she picks up her second personal foul and the third team foul on the Lady Foresters. As Gilhull looks for help, she'll give the pass to Nikki Lewis. And Lewis off the drive pulls up with a short jumper, rolls off the iron, and a foul. And I believe Carly Erdman will get whistled for her first personal, 4th team foul. And that will place Nikki Lewis, the 5'7" senior, on the free throw line. She is an 80% free throw shooter and misses. She has converted 8 of 11 this season from the charity stripe. So both teams have some pretty good free throw shooters. Lewis is perfect on the second. 17-13 Montrose. Now here's Erdman to work one-on-one against Lattimore at center court. Erdman off a screen by Bendick. Bendick will take it now. She'll drive and goes right to the basket and draws the foul. Well, Cassandra Bendick, Glenn, knew right where she was going once she got the basketball. There was no doubt in her mind she was taking it to the basket.
Well, and you got to take it strong, and you go strong, and you got to finish also. So with that move, she puts the defense from Montrose, they got to come out and play her, so she could go strong to the basket.
And Bendick misses the free throw. Third personal foul on Nikki Lewis of Montrose, and the fourth team foul. Bendick shooting at 75% from the free throw line. This rims out. The ball is rebounded by Fallon Gurn.
That's unusual for her to miss two.
And Gilhool will work the Montrose offense, and she will launch a long three, and this one rims out, and Bendick collects it. 2:39 left in the first half. Or Erdman has it, I should say, and Martins will bounce pass it back out to Carly Erdman. 17-13, Montrose leading it. Two undefeated teams here in the first half, Montrose and Forest City at 4 wins and no losses as the Lady Foresters turn it over.
Well, miscommunication there. Zembreski faked back and went in, and Martins threw it to her backside.
And Megan Gilhool, 5'7" junior point guard, will set it up for Montrose. So bounce pass into Groover, and Groover banks it off the glass for a deuce. Morgan Groover, the 5'10" junior forward, getting positioned under the basket, gives Montrose a 19-13 advantage. Here's Erdman firing up the shot, off the mark. Groover has it. In transition, Gilhool, left side. This will be Lattimore. Or let's check that. Angela Russell, I believe, with the basket. Yep. The 5'8" junior guard gives Montrose a 21-13 lead with 1:35 left in the first half. We'll go to a break and return with more action here on Adams Cable High School Basketball. If you're planning a construction project, you can rely on Nick's Excavating and Construction of Carbondale. They specialize in residential and commercial excavating, paving and demolition, land clearing, foundations, driveways, sidewalks, and utility lines. Nick's Excavating and Construction will deliver sand, stone, fill, topsoil, and mulch. Nick's appreciates your business and looks forward to serving you with his quality workmanship. For your next project, call Nick's Excavating and Construction of Carbondale. Well, Nick has been a very busy guy this season, taking care of parking lots, plowing snow, doing some commercial industrial work, you name it, he does it. No job is too large or too small for Nick's Excavating of Carbondale. Back here at the Julius Brzezowski Gym, 21-13, your score, Montrose leading the Lady Foresters with 1 minute and 35 seconds left in the first half. And, boy, it's been the play thus far, the inside play of Morgan Groover for Montrose, Glenn, really getting position under the basket, rebounding well, and the defense of Montrose.
Yeah, it is, and Groover's all over the boards everywhere.
And there's a foul called on the Montrose Lady Meteors.
42. Yep.
It's on Groover.
And that's her second.
And the 15 foul. Lady Foresters on the inbound with Erdman putting it in play. Zimbriski puts up the shot, misses. Follow up underneath by Bendick is good. Cassandra Bendick hitting the boards well.
And Groover is just all over the defensive end down here. She's altering shots and rebounding well on both sides.
Getting position under the basket also.
I don't know, once she gets position on that block, how you're going to stop her. You're going to have to put a person in front of her and behind her.
Montrose up by 6, 21-15. Gilhool takes the inbound pass. And with 55 seconds left, Glenn, what do you do right here?
Well,
do you continue to pound the ball inside, or do you?
I take some time off the clock. You look for a good shot, but if it occurs, just take it. you can't stop playing.
And Gilhool.
Don't force anything. Just let the clock go and just run your offense.
Well, Glenn, looks like they'll pound it inside once again to Groover, and she scores.
It's impossible to stop her.
Boy, they get the ball into her in the paint, and it's like
pretty agile for a girl at her size. She's pretty agile. She went that up and under move that time.
23-15. Working into Bendick. There's a foul. Al Smith not happy with the call.
Boy, that's Groover's third.
So Morgan Groover will take a seat on the bench with three personal fouls.
That is big, because now in the second half, one foul and you can't play your game anymore.
And Courtney Singer will take her place in the lineup. Cassandra Bendick checks out.
And that's a good move by Coach Natalie Winters because she has 2 fouls. So just, for 30 seconds.
Anna Congdon replaces her and takes the inbound pass with 25 seconds left. Loose ball. And
lucky.
Lady Foresters keep it. And this is Erdman off the drive. Misses. Put back by Congdon, no good. And a foul. This will be called on the Lady Foresters. Second personal foul on Carly Erdman. And another timeout with 14.7 seconds left, and we'll keep it right here.
Okay, looks like I think that timeout was called by Montrose.
I believe so. And with Montrose up by 8 and 14.7 seconds left, head coach Al Smith wanted to call the timeout, make sure everyone is on the same page.
You look at the foul situation for Montrose. I believe Morgan Groover's got 3, and Nikki Lewis, I have her for 3.
I believe that's correct.
And they only have 6, so I must have put a dot in there somewhere by mistake. But those are 2 important players right there. 2 starters that have 3 fouls each. Can't play the same kind of game in the second half when you get those early fouls.
Gilhool will let the ball roll to buy some time, and Gilhool takes the ball to the basket, misses. Battle underneath for the rebound, and a foul on the Lady Foresters.
Don't have that number, Steve.
Well, we'll check that out for you, Glenn, as Fallon Gurn is on the free throw line and misses. 23-15 your score. Have to do some quick paperwork here.
Research.
As we go to the chart. Here's the second free throw by Fallon Gurn, 5'10" junior forward, and she hits. 7 seconds left as players battle for the basketball. And with 6.6, Lady Foresters will inbound the basketball, and it's loose, and Gurn comes up with it. Montrose with an opportunity. Gilhool at the buzzer, off the mark, and that will bring us to halftime in today's Lackawanna League Division IV girls basketball matchup, with Montrose leading Forest City 24-15 as we go to halftime here on Adams Cable High School Basketball.
Everyone is looking for ways to save money today. The Total Home Packages from Adams Cable Service are a great way to do just that. Starting at $69.99 per month, you can get cable, high-speed internet, and unlimited phone service. You're probably paying that much just for one service right now. Call Adams Cable Service today and ask about the Total Home Packages. Cable, internet, and phones starting at only $69.99 per month. Adams Cable Service has a package to meet your needs, and it's the smartest way to save money. Call Adams today.
Napa know-how.
Looking for for great prices and special offers on top quality parts and accessories? You'll find them at Napa Auto Parts. Visit Tonkin Auto Supply in Carbondale for great savings while supplies last. Only at Napa. Stop in and see Glenn, Garth, and the staff at Tonkin Auto Supply in Carbondale, your know-how folks.
Napa know-how. Napa know-how. Napa know-how. Napa know-how.
When your car does this. Call us first.
Every job is perfect or it doesn't leave the shop. That's the motto at Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center in Carbondale. In an accident, remember, it is your car and your choice to choose your repair center. Call Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center in Carbondale, well known for integrity, safety, and craftsmanship. For more information concerning your rights and the 10 things you need to know before having your car repaired, go to their website, bestonsautobody.com. Good luck to all area teams from Tony, Mike, Jeff, and the staff at Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center, Gordon Avenue, Carbondale. You're ready for the big game, but how about your car? As you travel through downtown Carbondale, look for the classic yellow, blue, and red Sunoco sign. Drive in and fill up with the fuel of choice from Main Street Sunoco and get the finest performance from your car. At Main Street Sunoco in Carbondale, prompt, courteous service is always assured. Congratulations to our local athletes and coaches for their hard work and dedication from the staff and management of Main Street Sunoco in Carbondale. Here's great news from Figlamini Drugstore in Carbondale that can save you money and make shopping for your prescriptions more convenient. Figlamini now has an $8.95 generic drug plan and free local delivery. Figlamini offers diabetic shoes, lift chairs, and home health supplies. That's what sets Figlamini apart from the chains. Locally owned and trusted since 1929. Stop in and see the difference for yourself at Figlamini Drugstore in Carbondale, where you're not just a number, you're family.
That's what's so great about high school basketball. You just never know. 24-15, Montrose leading Forest City as we get the third quarter underway with Michaela Martins inbounding. And she'll float the pass to McGraw, and here we go. Well, the band took a break, Glenn. Their equipment is there, but all the band members are outside enjoying the concession stand. As Carly Erdman will set it up. Cheering section in the pit, though, they're still here. Here's McGraw on a drive to the basket. Fouled. Myra Lattimore called for her first personal and the team's first. And it is Madison McGraw shooting at 54% from the stripe, misses. And McGraw, 5'5" junior, averaging 7 a ball game. She has hit over 15 three-point shots this season. And this shot misses as Bendick gets tangled up underneath the basket. Jump ball. Montrose will have the possession.
Good rebound, but tied up. Okay, now you got to get on this end, and you got to make a stop here. Had the opportunity, missed 2 foul shots, so not the worst thing in the world.
And Megan Gilhool, point guard, will bounce pass it to Groover. Groover makes a move, pivots, works it back outside. Lattimore, good movement by the Lady
good
Meteors,
move there.
and what a move that was, but Nikki Lewis missed. But jump ball, Lady Foresters will have the possession.
That was a quick, strong baseline move.
Yeah,
those are the ones that have to. If you make that shot, you have to complete those moves. That was a perfect one. You have to finish.
McGraw working the basketball on a strolling dribble, and now will drive on the right side. Bendick had the ball knocked away. That's another one out the exit door.
Forest City's throwing some of those floating passes. Those are the ones that get picked off, and they go the other way very, very quickly.
24-15, Montrose with 6:55 on the clock, third quarter. Oh, this pass goes to Martins. That was a dangerous inbound pass. Erdman for a long three. got it. Wow, that was way out there.
That
was almost an NBA three.
Well, you know, certainly you're wide open out there. There's no question.
24-18.
Well, that's the second one she hit. She hit one out the end of the first quarter.
Lattimore. Nice move to the basket. Puts on the brakes. Gives it up. Gurn will kick it back outside to Lewis, and this is an air ball as Gruber went for the save and didn't get it. That will bring the cheering section to life at the pit. And McGraw.
Forest City's got to show a little bit more patience again.
McGraw
get
to
some
set it up.
Get some movement.
Nice move by McGraw. Will work it to Erdman. Posting up. Bendick off the turnaround. Rims up. Rebound and the putback. She didn't get it. Ball's loose. Lady Foresters keep it. As McGraw will work one-on-one against Gilhool. Erdman way out in three-point land this time. She's covered. Erdman off the drive, just tossed it up and missed. Gilhool coast to coast on the fast break. Here she comes, right to the basket, and she misses. Lady Foresters have the basketball, trailing 24-18 with 5.5 left, third quarter.
I've been watching Megan Gilhool. She's not taking the good angle to the basket, Steve. She's going straight at the basket when she shoots. Instead of turning and cutting in and getting the angle off the glass, the ball is hitting and bouncing straight back. It's not bouncing off the glass.
That's a good point. Came almost right down the lane, straight to it.
And she's going straight. She's not turning to lay it off the glass. So she's missed a few of those tonight.
Now that's one of those basketball basics that you have to complete. 24-18. Montrose with 5 minutes left in the third. Here's Gilhool dishing off. Lattimore with the shot from the outside, no good. Erdman with the rebound. And Carly Erdman across midcourt for the Lady Foresters. Erdman one-on-one against Lattimore. Spin move, almost lost the basketball. She'll keep it going. And McGraw now will take control. Madison McGraw throws it into the hands of Lattimore on the fast break. Back they go to Gilhool for the two. 26-18 off the turnover. Montrose. Madison McGraw for the Lady Foresters. McGraw on the right side.
Too much dribbling. Too much dribbling. Got to get that ball moving. Get some people moving.
Martins and McGraw set it up. And McGraw will fire it to Erdman. Posting up. Bendick up with the shot. Didn't get it. Knocked away.
You notice Morgan Gruber just standing there with her hands up now. She's not as aggressive as she was in the first half. So
she's playing smart.
Yeah, and that's a good thing for Forest City to go right at her. But you've got to come up with some points.
Montrose by 8. And Erdman with a long inbound pass to Martins. 3:50 remaining third quarter. 26-18, Lady Meteors.
Now you got a mismatch here. You got
Bendick with the spin move, pulls up with a 15-footer, misses. Imbrisky battles for the ball and keeps it going for Forest City. She works it out to McGraw. They'll get a second chance.
Look at the mismatch you have.
Here's an outside shot that's good by Michaela Martins. 26-20. Well, they took advantage of the second opportunity, Glenn, and it paid dividends. Now going to the hoop, a little scoop shot by Gilhool. Off the mark, Martins on the fast break. Bendick will slow it up.
Now Bendick has Courtney Singer guarding her, and she's got a distinct height advantage. Get her posted up on that block.
And McGraw gives it to Erdman. She wants the basketball, guarded by Lattimore. Montrose by 6. Martins.
They seem to be going away from that side, though, Steve, for some reason.
Here's a drive by McGraw. Back out, they look for Zimbrisky. Martins has it. And it will be Bendick taking control. And Erdman will reset for the Lady Foresters.
Just a little bit of patience. Get set up again. Get back into your movement.
And this is Erdman off the left side. She misses. Boy, she's having a cold night from the floor shooting. 26-20, Montrose down court for the layup. It was Lattimore, and she misfires. Ball's loose, and here's Nikki Lewis off the drive. Basket's good, and the foul. Nikki Lewis with the steal, right to the hoop, and the foul, 28-20. And Kate, let's check this. This is on Bendick, her third.
Yep.
And the team's first.
And again, the turnover, and then the foul after the turnover.
Nikki Lewis on the stripe, shooting at 80% from the free throw line this season. And the ball hits the front of the iron, too short. Erdman with the Lady Foresters down by 8, 28-20. 2 minutes on the clock, third quarter. McGraw.
There it is. That's what you're looking
Bendick
for,
posting
right there.
up off the turnaround.
That's what you want. Go away from her. Let her come across off the screen. Let her post up on the block.
28-22. Lady Foresters answer with a field goal. Montrose goes to work with Nikki Lewis off the drive. Goes to the basket with a left hand and misses. Zimbrisky clears the boards for the Lady Foresters. Erdman now one-on-one against Lattimore. 1:25 to play, third quarter. And Bendick way out in three-point land on the left side. Here's McGraw.
Turn. Give it to her.
They're looking inside for Bendick. Ball's loose and a turnover by the Lady Foresters.
Just handled the pass. She was open there. Now, if she gets that and they double down like that, just kick it right out to the foul line. The girl will be wide open.
Gilhool for three. Off the iron. Erdman rebounds. Here she comes the other way. In transition, right to the basket and scores. 28-24. Lady Foresters hang tough.
Well, that was a great move. A crossover dribble, a strong move from the left side.
35 on the clock here in the third. Groover, high post. Will look to take it to the basket, and there's a reach in.
Slap, yep.
Madison McGraw will be called for the personal foul, her first and the team's second. Lady Foresters trail by 4, 28-24. And Montrose will inbound the basketball. Lattimore works it in to Gilhool. Guarded by McGraw. Ball was kicked. And that will force Montrose to inbound the basketball once again. And now Lattimore, the 5'8 senior, will put the ball in play. Gilhool from the top of the key scores to make it 30-24, Lady Meteors. Madison McGraw sets it up for the Lady Foresters. Great screen by Zimbrisky. McGraw takes the ball to the basket, misses. Erdman battles, puts it back up. Wouldn't fall. Bendick, jump ball. Montrose has the possession with 3.9 seconds left in the third.
Just ball's not falling for Forest City this quarter.
Lattimore on the inbound. This is Gilhool. She'll launch the shot from half court. Off the glass, no good, and that will bring an end to the third quarter of play here at the Julius Przewski Gym in today's Lackawanna League Division IV girls basketball matchup with Montrose leading Forest City 30-24 on Adams Cable High School basketball.
More than anything else, beautiful carpeting installed by Tom's Floor Shop in Childs will make your house a home. Pay a visit to Tom's Floor Shop and experience the feel of deep, rich luxury, the drama of radiant color, and the timeless beauty, the comfort, and durability of carpeting from Tom's Floor Shop in Childs. Tom's Floor Shop offers a large selection of linoleum, ceramic tile, exotic hardwood floors, and window treatments with attractive patterns and a truly amazing array of colors on display in their showroom. At Tom's Floor Shop, there is no sacrifice of style, quality, or performance. All roads lead to where great floors begin. Tom's Floor Shop, Main Street in Childs.
Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Homes, located at 74 North Main Street and 2 Hospital Street, Carbondale, offer all types of funeral services. In your time of need, call 282-1219 for the ultimate in professional service. From Lawrence A. Gabriel Jr., family, and staff, good luck this season to our local athletes and teams.
Here we go with the fourth quarter of play at the Julius Brzezowski Gym, and the Lady Foresters trail the Montrose Lady Meteors 30-24, and Forest City will go to work in the half-court set. There's the pass to Bendick, posting up off the turnaround, and she knocks it down. Forest City down by 4, 30-26.
Now, both teams struggled through that third quarter. Morgan Groover got through that quarter without committing a foul, so she can play a little bit more now.
Here's Gilhool.
But if I were Forest City, I'd try to keep her out on that high post, get her away from the basket.
Off the drive, Montrose misses.
There it is.
There's the fourth personal foul on Morgan Groover.
That is a big one.
And the second team foul. So if you're Al Smith right now, Glenn, with 7:18 remaining, you probably have to take her out of the ball game, right?
Well, I would think so. You know, I would immediately taken her out. I wouldn't give her a chance to go down on the defensive end because you never know.
And McGraw gives it to Erdman. Erdman driving, was fouled. And a timeout is called by Montrose with 7:04 left in the fourth. They're up by 4 over the Lady Foresters, 30-26. We'll keep it right here for the timeout. So, Glenn, this is getting very interesting now because Morgan Groover with 4 personal fouls.
Yep.
And the Lady Foresters hanging around.
Yep. Yeah. If you have the lead and you let a team hang around, you let them hang around long enough, somehow they're going to catch you in the end. And with the 4th foul, with Morgan Groover, she wasn't able to play the third quarter like she played in the first half, obviously. But now, with just a minute gone in the fourth quarter, she's got 4. She's probably going to sit for a while, I would think, because you can't afford to allow her to get fouled out of this game this early. A thing that Montrose has to do now is they have to tighten up their defense, and they're going to have to put somebody in front of Cassandra Bendick. I mean, yeah, if she's gonna post up like that, put somebody in front of her and look for the weak side help, because if the lob pass might be a little bit more difficult for her to get than if she gets it inside, because nobody stopped her yet. She didn't make all those shots, but she had good shots.
Angela Russell, 5'8" junior guard, is in the ball game, replacing Morgan Groover for Montrose. And the Lady Foresters having trouble getting the ball in play, and they finally do to Erdman. And McGraw puts on the brakes, will launch a long 3, and it's an air ball, and Montrose has it.
And that's not patience right there. You got to be a little bit more patient than that.
And here's Megan Gilhool to set it up.
Now,
and for Montrose, they'll go cross court to Lattimore. And she will fire up the shot, short, and it is Bendick collecting the rebound. And coming the other way, McGraw to Erdman. Erdman right down the lane, puts up an off-balance shot. That was a poor percentage shot. They're forcing shots right now.
They're forcing a lot of shots now, both teams.
And Gilhool pulls up with a jumper, and it's good. 32-26, Montrose.
Forest City's got to show a little bit more patience. And when Montrose gets the ball down there, they've got to run some clock, too.
McGraw, baseline, gives it to Erdman. Erdman in traffic, and Martine's almost lost it. Now they'll kick it back outside. And Forest City with Erdman missing a long 3, and the ball rebound goes into the hands of Angela Russell. 32-26, Montrose your leader with 5:39 left in the fourth. Now Myra Lattimore And Courtney Singer with the basketball. They go inside to Gurn.
Oh.
She banks it off the glass.
Nice
Fallon
turnaround.
Gurn.
Nice turnaround shot.
5'10 junior scores. And Montrose has a 34-26 advantage. Lady Foresters go to work. Posting up Bendick. Lost the basketball. Gilhool coming down court quickly on the break. Left-hand layup misses by Russell. Players battle for it. Erdman has it on the fast break. Wants to go coast to coast. Gives it up. McGraw puts up the shot and is fouled. (34-26). Montrose with 4:55 left in the fourth, and Madison McGraw is on the stripe. Shooting at 54%, averages 7 points a ball game, and converts. Lady Foresters down by 7, 34-27. Boy, it got awfully quiet in the gym. Yeah, just when I say that on cue. 34-28.
Sometimes I think it's tougher to score when no one's saying anything and when people
Really?
are yelling.
You have time to think about it.
Oh, yeah.
Megan Gilhool
Right.
to set it
Now,
up.
if I were Montrose now, I would milk some clock here, kill some time, get it down to within 3 minutes, and then hope to get Groover back in the game.
Courtney Singer guarded by Zimbrisky. And Lattimore
Because
now.
Forest City's not really coming out to play.
Lattimore gives it up, and Singer misfires on the outside jump shots. And it's Erdman with the rebound. Carly Erdman caught off by the Montrose defense. In they go to Bendick for two. Pinpoint passing. Gives Lady Foresters the basket, and they're down now by 4, 34-30 here on Adams Cable High School Basketball.
If you're planning a construction project, you can rely on Nick's Excavating and Construction of Carbondale. They specialize in residential and commercial excavating, paving and demolition, land clearing, foundations, driveways, sidewalks, and utility lines. Nick's Excavating and Construction will deliver sand, stone, fill, topsoil, and mulch. Nick's appreciates your business and looks forward to serving you with his quality workmanship. For your next project, call Nick's Excavating and Construction of Carbondale.
Here at the Julius Brzezowski Gym, the band is rocking and rolling. The Lady Foresters are on a 6-0 run here in the fourth quarter, and they now trail 34-30. Now let's check that. They are on a 6-4 run here in the fourth quarter. So, Glenn, during the timeout, we talked about this, and you mentioned to me, when do you put Morgan Groover back in the ballgame?
Well, you can't wait too much longer. You can't save the fouls, right? And you don't know if she's going to foul. But if she's your go-to person, you've got to get her in there. You've got to get in there as soon as possible. See, what I would try to milk a little bit here, get it down a little bit around 3 minutes, and then I certainly go right back at it.
And Lattimore.
Because right now, I don't think they have anybody that could stop Cassandra Bendick inside.
Lattimore almost had her pocket picked. And with Montrose up 34-30, they're going to be a little bit more deliberate now offensively as Gilhool will give it up and turns it over on a traveling violation.
Yeah, she took that extra step.
Now Martins will inbound it to McGraw.
Now, right inside to Bendick.
Pound the ball
right
inside.
Get her inside and give her the ball.
Let her get position.
There it comes, right here. Look. I got to
McGraw. And this will be Erdman. Erdman just tossed up the shot in traffic, and there's a foul under the basket on Montrose. Yeah, I think they have some numbers mixed up, Glenn. 24 and 25. They said Nikki Lewis, she wears 24, according to our chart.
Well, they put the foul on 25, though, but she probably wrong name. That's all.
And from the outside, the shot is good by Lattimore.
That is a basket that Montrose sorely needed.
Offensive foul is called on Cassandra Bendick. That is huge with 3 minutes left in the ball game. That's number 4 on Cassandra Bendick. And with Montrose up by 6, now you have 2 players that have 4 personal fouls, Morgan Groover and Bendick for the Lady Foresters.
You know, Groover would be in this game right now if I were coaching now, because you need her. You need her to
ball tipped, and Montrose
just
keeps
to be
it.
a presence underneath defensively.
And Gilhool with the shot misses. Bendick collects the carom. Bendick in traffic, lost the basketball, and Montrose has it. And with 2.5 left, Nikki Lewis gives it up.
There she comes.
You got a 6-point lead right here, Glenn. What do? You just continue
I milked the clock.
Take some time off the clock.
Yeah. Don't
That's
force
just
anything.
what Montrose is doing.
Because Forest City's not going out after the ball.
Off the turnaround shot.
No, that's not a good shot.
Gurn tossed it up and missed. McGraw, and this is a long 3 by Erdman. And Montrose has it and a reach in to stop the clock with 1 minute and 53 seconds left. Montrose up 36-30. Third personal foul on Erdman.
Now, you need to come up and pressure the ball if you're Forest City. You got to come up and pressure, a lot of pressure now. And here she is. Now she's in the game now. Just be a presence inside. Don't do anything crazy. Just be there with your hands up on the defensive end and get on the block.
And Gilhool.
See, I don't like the idea of her setting screens. I don't like the idea of her setting screens out there. They should go away from her. Go to the other side.
1:40 left. Montrose by 6, 36-30. And the inbound goes to Gilhool. So right now, Glenn, up by 6.
I mean, if Forest City's not going to come out and pressure the ball, I would just hold it. I mean, no, I wouldn't. I would always believed in run your stuff, but don't go to the basket.
Sure.
Sure. And it looks like you're trying to score, but you're really trying to kill the clock.
1 minute, 30 seconds left. Megan Gilhool to the basket with a left hand. And a foul. Here's the inbound pass, and this is Lewis. And Montrose up by 6, and Forest City is going to have to foul to stop the clock, Glenn. Right here, Montrose Lady Meteors. They'll work it around, and they lose it. Angela Russell could not hang on to the basketball. Had it go off her fingertips. And an opportunity now for the Lady Foresters down by 6.
You got to be prepared for everything this time of the game. You got to help out everywhere and look for any pass.
Erdman with the pass inside. It's picked off by Gilhool. And Gilhool now is going to take her time walking the ball across the midcourt stripe with 55 seconds to play. And the reach-in committed by Carly Erdman to stop the clock with 53.2 seconds.
And that's her 4th foul. You know, Forest City really could not get anything really going in this second half. They made their runs a couple times. They got within 3 or 4, but when they needed that basket, they didn't get. Either had a little turnover or a shot didn't fall. So it's one of those games where you're so close, but and Montrose, I just think they're taking the ball too quickly to the basket. If Forest City's not going to come out and play you, we'll keep it out there.
Well, while we have the opportunity, I'd like to thank Athletic Director here at Forest City High School, Brian Durkin, and, of course, Ken Smith, who always gets us set up here each and every time we come to the Julius Brzezowski Gym. Ken, thank you very much for all of your help. Gives us a nice big table, helps us get the broadcast line going, and we're always good to go when we come here.
It's a nice place to come. It's a good vantage point, in the corner here. We get if we don't have a coach as big as Mr. Smith over there, we'd be able to see right over the top of everyone.
Yeah, he's a tall guy.
But when he stands up on that sideline, it's hard to see what goes on in that left corner.
Montrose with a 6-point lead. And on the free throw line is Nikki Lewis, the 5'7" senior. Ooh. Air ball. Right now, though, for the Lady Foresters, they need to come down and get a quick basket.
They need a quick basket now, right? They got to get it in the hands of their scorers. Erdman for one.
And McGraw with 50 on the clock, right to the basket, and scores. That's what they needed. A very quick basket, and the Lady Foresters trail 36-32. Timeout called on the court, and we'll be right back with more high school basketball here on Channel 7.
Looking for great prices and special offers on top quality parts and accessories? You'll find them at Napa Auto Parts. Visit Talkin' Auto Supply in Carbondale for great savings while supplies last. Only at Napa. Stop in and see Glenn, Garth, and the staff at Talkin' Auto Supply in Carbondale, your know-how folks.
Napa know-how. Napa know-how. Napa know-how. Napa know-how.
Well, it's not over yet. 45.9 seconds left, and the Lady Foresters trail 36-32. Now you're going to see the pressure.
Just don't get beat long here, that's all.
From the Lady Foresters.
Right there.
And on the inbound, the pass goes to Gilhool. She'll take it to the basket, and reaching in to commit the foul was Madison McGraw.
I couldn't even get it out of my mouth, and there it went.
And Megan Gilhool is on the strike.
Of all things, you don't want to get beat long. You want to throw it away from your basket so you can foul them up there.
Gilhool shooting at 61%. That hit every part of the rim, but the net.
Well,
it bounced around, kissed the glass.
You know, that's the sign of a good shooter because it bounced up there a number of times. She had good backspin, but didn't fall. There you go.
This one is in to make it 37-32.
All right, another quick basket, quick timeout if you can get it.
McGraw has to work quickly now as they work it into Bendick off the turnaround, and she scores. 37-34. Full court pressure now by Forest City, and McGraw will commit the personal foul. That's her third and the team's eighth.
That's her fourth.
Her fourth, I'm sorry. As both teams will walk the length of the court. And Gilhool back on the stripe for the Lady Foresters. We'll check her progress from the free throw line tonight. Misses.
Air ball. She is 3 for 6 with that miss. Actually, no, 3 for 5 because that second one she didn't get.
Lady Foresters down by 3, 37-34. Inbound pass goes to Erdman, 24 on the clock. Erdman right down to the basket, goes up and is fouled. Well, Erdman did not waste any time, just went coast to coast. Megan Gilhool committing her first personal foul, team's sixth. And Erdman on the stripe, shooting at 75%. These are crucial free throws. 37-35. Lady Foresters down by 2. It's a one-point ball game. 37-36. Montrose
again,
leading.
Don't get beat long.
20 seconds on the clock.
You know, you miss a foul shot here, a foul shot there. That that rim gets awful small up there.
Sure does. Well, here we go, Glenn. Great ball game between the Montrose Lady Meteors and the Lady Foresters with 18.8 seconds left.
They get 2 shots here.
37-36 Montrose. Myra Lattimore on the stripe for the Lady Meteors. Two-point game, 38-36.
If you're Forest City, even if she makes one, you're still at one possession away from tying it. and you look to get a quick score, and a foul again.
Lattimore.
2 big fouls
game.
by Lattimore.
39-36. 15 on the clock. Erdman with the basketball. Erdman looks to drive, goes up with the shot, and scores with 7 seconds left. It's 39-37. With 4 seconds left. And the reach-in was committed by Forest City and Michaela Martins. 39-37, 4 seconds left. Montrose leading it. And Gilhool will be on the charity stripe.
They were up by 1 point. They made 2 foul shots. That puts them up by 3. They score. They should be up by 1.
That's right. Is that score right? That's incorrect.
The score was. It
was a 3-point game. 38.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
You didn't see Al Smith complaining. Megan Gilhool with 4 seconds left. Sinks the free throw. Now they're up by 2, 40-38. And a timeout is called by Natalie Winters. We're not going anywhere.
Out. How do you play this, Steve? How are you going to play this? You're going to miss this? And give them a chance to throw one in from 65 feet? Or you're going to make 3 and make them hit a 3?
We'll
if they miss, the clock starts. But you've seen more than one ball go in from three-quarters court.
Saw a lot of crazy things over. So have you. You know what I mean?
Well, I try to make this. I try to make this. And the worst you could do is tie if something phenomenal happens.
Well, Natalie Winters has her ball club.
But I do say to my defense,
talking it over.
If I do say to my defense, if we miss, they get a rebound. Even if we make it, they get a rebound. Try to make them turn once. Change direction once. That's all you need to do. If they change direction once, that's 2 seconds will go off the clock.
Taking time off the clock.
Yeah.
Megan Gilhool with Montrose up 40-38. And the next free throw. Ball game, 41-38. Lady Foresters turn it over. Traveling violation with 2 seconds left. 41-38. Montrose has to inbound the basketball. Angela Russell, the 5'8 junior, right at center court. Will put the ball in play. Works it into Groover. Groover hangs on, and Montrose will win it over the Lady Foresters by the score of 41-38. And the Lady Meteors will improve their Division IV record here in first half play to 5 wins and no losses. Forest City will fall to 4-1 and 6-7 overall. And Montrose overall, they improve their mark to 11 wins and 2 losses. So, Glenn, it looked as though Montrose was going to blow Forest City out. They were up by 9 at the half, 24-15. But, boy, it came right down to the final seconds of the ball game. Very exciting finish.
Well, you know, I give all the credit in the world to Forest City to not quit when they were down by 9. They came back. They were always 1 or 2 baskets away from taking the lead in this game. And they kept missing a couple passes here, throwing the ball away here, missing a couple shots. They'd go back down 6 or 7, and then they come back again. So they show some resiliency there. They keep working hard. They never quit. And what I would say is, you know, that's just what you ask from your kids when they're down in a game. Now, as far as Montrose goes, you could see the difference when Groover went out of the game. Yeah, they had to slow that ball down, the tempo down. played a little bit of a different type of game. But she was certainly a presence to be held inside the defensive end. She altered shots, she blocked shots, and when she got the ball on the block, you couldn't stop her. So with her out of the game with 4 fouls, they gave Forest City an opportunity to come back in the game. And hey, sometimes you come back all the way, sometimes you fall short. But give credit to both teams. They played hard, and this could be a beauty in the second half. I mean, the next time they play.
Congratulations to Al Smith and the Montrose Lady Meteors on the 41-38 victory over the Forest City Lady Foresters. And, well, that is going to wrap it up here. Glenn is going on vacation, going to Florida for some golfing.
Well, it's been a while since I played, Steve, so I kind of happy to get out of it. I hate this weather.
I don't like it myself.
There's nothing nice about cold weather with snow. Absolutely
Well, do
nothing.
us a favor, Glenn. You're going to Florida for 7 days golfing. Bring back some good weather, okay?
And I hope the scores are a little lower, too, than the temperature is. If I get my scores down there like that. So, no, I'll enjoy it, and we'll be back, next time we're back here. We're doing Forest City Boys at Carbondale on
Yes, at the
first of February.
Gym. So that we'll take 2 weeks off. We'll get a little R&R in, and then we'll be back with boys high school basketball when the Carbondale area Chargers host the Forest City Foresters. And that is going to wrap it up here at the Julius Brzezowski Gym. Thank you so very much for joining us. And for Glenn Muskowski and Nick Homick, I'm Steve Young. Till next time, so long from Forest City.
This Adams Cable Channel 7 sports presentation of girls basketball between the Forest City Lady Foresters and the Montrose Lady Meteors was brought to you by Adams Cable Service and by the following Carbondale sponsors. By your local Napa Auto Parts store, Tonkin Auto Supply, Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center, Main Street Sunoco, Biglamini Drugstore, locally owned and trusted since 1929. Tom's Floor Shop, your first step to a beautiful home. Main Street Childs. Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Homes with locations at 74 North Main Street and 2 Hospital Street. Nick's Excavating and Construction. Your starting lineups are presented by Roselle Department Store, Carbondale. For a current listing of our next broadcast, visit our website, adamscable.com, or check it out here on Adams Cable Channel 7.